It's over, it's over, it's over. It was already over to begin with, though. At least I think so. I said this is a big giant publicity stunt. You know, the women do not appear to be nice on the, you know, that stuff. The sexism is gaming. You know, the Frosk thing. I'm Mecca. Subscribe or else. Brand new opening, brand new closing, grand opening, grand closing. Is this a grand opening? I think that G4 knew it was in trouble. I think G4 wasn't getting the numbers it anticipated. I think G4 decided to throw way too much crap onto a YouTube channel, not realizing that you needed 17 million YouTube channels to do more than one thing. You need an Attack of the Show channel. You need a Skits and Bits channel. You need a Bits and Bobs channel. You need a Frosk channel. No, you don't. Not anymore. G4 TV is being shut down only a year after its relaunch. I said that whole Frosk thing was allowed to go through. It went through how many producers, how many writers, how many people behind the scenes like Zippy and Gabber and Scooter and Eraserhead.
Emily, Abby, Megan, Joe, Jake, Zipper, Gabby.
How many of those people all approved Frosk's rant? All of them, every single one of them said, yes, this is what we want to put on instead of her Red Dead Redemption rant and ramble about how they need to improve the online gameplay. And guess what? It got the network a lot of attention, a lot of bad attention, because in this day and age, they think there's no such thing as bad publicity, but when you're on the internet, there is only bad publicity. There is only bad negative stuff. This is only going to be something that will twist and conform it into being a negative. No matter what people say, if you go onto Twitter, you can say, hey, it's nice and sunny out. What do you mean you don't like rain? There are some people who like rain, you know, and no matter what you say, you're going to offend somebody. They can take it and twist it into a negative. I should know that. I'm sorry I've been doing that today in chat, and I shouldn't be doing that. However, it's so easy to do. You're on the defense because you're so used to that. And I think that's what they did. They decided to say, hey, well, women don't appear to be nice on the eyes, and jerking off to us isn't a compliment, and everything else Frosk said. And it got a lot of negative attention. And who are you? Why are you here?
I'm Rob Robot Shlomo, a.k.a. the blackest of shaggies.
And what did you say about bad publicity?
Oh, then it's all bad publicity. It's all bad publicity now.
They used to say there's no such thing as bad publicity.
That's right.
That's not true anymore.
That's right.
That is not true anymore.
Right.
The second you honk off an entire group of people, they will rally to destroy you. They will rally and twist and turn and feast and try and do anything to pick at your carcass. And that's what they've been doing. Anytime Frosk did anything or said anything or tweeted anything, all of us harpies on the internet who chase tweets for a living went to it and said, hey, we can make a video on this because this is now in the algorithm as algorithm bait. It's now algorithm bait. And now people are going to talk about it. And that was what G4 wanted. They wanted themselves in the algorithm. And yeah, there was a few people who went with it and said, you know what, this is fun. This is nostalgic. I don't mind the changes. I like seeing how they see it. And there was a lot of us who said, you know what? If I wanted a corporate thing, I wouldn't be on YouTube. If I wanted a corporate opinion where they're interviewing a director or an actor, or they're at a premiere somewhere, or they're talking to a video game developer, or they're giving away stuff for publicity, or, you know, any of those. They're at a convention.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Where am I going with it? I went off on 27 tangents. G4 was not where people who go to YouTube were going. You know, there are people who are fine watching the corporatized stuff. They're fine watching the TVs. They're fine being advertised to. They're fine with the Pizza Hut ads. Remember the Pizza Hut ads that they would throw in there? Like, hey, call this number and they'll give you a free pizza on G4's X-Play Twitch channel or whatever. Sure, there's all that type of stuff. Some people are fine with that. That's just like G4. In that sense, it hadn't changed. It hadn't gotten different at all. And that might have been one of the problems, is that the audience did. A lot of the audience wanted the raw interaction. They wanted to see what real people with real opinions who weren't being bought off by the corporate press were saying. They wanted to know what a real interaction was, or real genuine thing. Like when G4 pumped up Stray.
Meow.
Stray looked cute. It was a kitty cat game. I told people why I didn't want to play it, because I didn't want to play it, and I said I didn't want to play it because it looked very, very short for the money. It's about $30 for a 6-hour game, and I'm not personally a fan of puzzle platformers. I didn't go, yes, it's the greatest game ever, and I didn't go and promote a copy just to hopefully give, I didn't fake, and I might actually like it eventually if I play it, if it's cheap enough. But they don't want to go to G4. That audience is kind of a different thing. That audience is kind of I hate to say it, they've moved on. A lot of that audience moved on to the politics ball. They moved on to their entertainment. They moved on to other things. A month after suffering a number of key layoffs, the ill-fated attempt to reboot the 2000s gaming channel, G4 TV is over, with its owners announcing that they'll likely be shutting the network down. See, now that's sad, because I genuinely wanted G4, but I wanted it back in that time capsule. I wanted to show up and it'd be 2010, and I'd see Kevin and Olivia, or even 2008 or something. I wanted to show up and see that time capsule G4. All these new people is just like showing up, and it's all the new class. You know, it's like Scrubs Med School all of a sudden. It's like, yeah, you have one or two original people, but you can only have it for so long in time. The ill-fated attempt to reboot it, yeah, we already read that. As Deadline reports, an email was sent to remaining staff today. Oh no, by David Scott, the CEO of the parent company Spectator, a division of Comcast. In this memo, Scott explained that the company's investments and efforts to revive the network just didn't gain traction. I wonder if some of those investments were publicity stunts, like Frosk.
It goes on and on and on.
Tanking the network. I don't know. Did she tank the network, though, or was it going before? I'm of the opinion that maybe it was a publicity stunt. I have it in my gut that was a publicity stunt, that the network wasn't doing well. They had rumors of botting their accounts. They had rumors and talks of all these things. Kevin Pereira got banned off of Twitch, didn't he? He admitted to botting the channel because he didn't want to risk all of those people losing their jobs. He wanted to make sure that the algorithm hit. So that's why I think that was a publicity stunt, to get that in the algorithm. And that's been in the algorithm ever since. It didn't help anything. Deadline also says a few dozen employees and contract workers are affected by the shutdown. It was all that's left the network after a round of major layoffs took place last month. Well, they kept the show going, though. They did keep it going. The timing and severity of the cuts took staff by surprise, with talent showing up on set today, ready to film, only to have programming canceled as HR reps met individually with employees. While it's not clear what the extent of the layoffs will be, one source said those affected were told they would receive anywhere between 16 weeks and 6 months of severance based on their tenure with Comcast, G4's parent company. Well, as you'll remember with Frosk, she tweeted, "Oh, I'm safe," in a stunt that probably offended, well, it did. It absolutely offended a lot of people. I don't believe she meant anything by it. I don't believe she's that self-aware that other people exist, and that she's so focused on her own that, hey, phew, my ass is safe. And then she got laid off about a week later after that tweet, because everybody's like, oh, come on. Oh, for crying out loud.
Without a doubt, there will be backlash.
Despite assurances in a subsequent broadcast that there are no plans to scale back the channel's programming, X-Play host Indiana Froscurin Black and Attack of the Show co-host Kevin Pereira also left shortly afterwards. This has been in motion for a long while, Pereira said of his departure. I know there's been some wacky events in the ether as of late, but months and months and months back, this time was sort of decided. Ooh, he says so. The show's going dark for 2 weeks and coming back. I won't be here. Sorry. Did we miss that one? Well, I knew Kevin was ousted. I think I missed his tweet.
Get on with it!
I missed his tweet. This is why they don't hire me. I missed this tweet.
because I'm not as bangable as the previous host.
Team, as you know, G4 was reintroduced last year to tap into the popularity of gaming. We invested to create the new G4 as an online and TV destination for fans to be entertained, be inspired, and connect with gaming content.
Are you not entertained?
Over the past several months, we worked hard to generate that interest in G4, but viewership is low and the network has not achieved sustainable financial results. This is certainly not what we hoped for, and as a result, we have made the very difficult decision to discontinue G4's operations effective immediately. I gotta go back to the Kevin Pereira thing. Okay, so he knew that this was in the work for months, right? He said this has been in the motion for a long while. This is why I think that Frosk thing was a publicity stunt. I don't think, like he doesn't specify that, you know, a certain person tanked our network.
Women do not exist to be nice on the eyes for you.
I think that that was the publicity stunt right around the time of all the, they knew they needed something to get their name in the algorithm. I think so. I'm really leaning more and more and more. My gut's like, I've got a 78% gut feeling that that the Frost thing was a publicity stunt just to get traction.
It's dehumanizing and it's weird.
All right, over the past several months, we worked hard to generate the interest of viewership is low. This is certainly not what we hoped for, and as a result, we have made the very difficult decision to discontinue G4's operations effective immediately. I know this is disappointing news, and I'm disappointed too. I want to thank you and everyone on the G4 team for the hard work and commitment to the network. Our human resources team is reaching out to you to provide with support, discuss other opportunities that may be available, and any questions that you may have. Thank you again for all your hard work for G4. Sincerely, Dave Scott. So these are the people they wanted to keep, so they'll probably bounce everybody else who stayed, as many as they can, to other hosting gigs, to other things, which is probably for the best. So they got rid of all the dead weight, all the diversity people. They probably got rid of Gabby and Scooter and Eraserhead and Zipper and
Emily, Abby, Megan, Joe, Jake, Zipper, Gabby.
The memo, unsurprisingly giving its timing sent on Sunday evening, could have been handled better. Wow, hey, this tweet is how I found out how I lost my oh no, Gerard. Oh no, G4 shut. So a lot of people didn't know. They didn't check their email yet.
No.
You're fired.
4:39 p.m. Oh, so they didn't know. They didn't know. This is when you were live. 4:39 today. Yeah, this is. Oh no. I hope I'm not breaking it for any of these people. I don't want to be that person. Please. I don't want to be that person. And is it Frosk's fault? I don't even know if she's to blame. Is she even to blame? Is it just poor management? Is it going the diversity route? Is it going the activism? See, this is why I'm so hell-bent on trying to avoid rallying behind and activism and stuff. Black Shaggy would have saved G4. Yes, he would have. Thank you so much, Sean Rouse.
Damn right. Black Shaggy would have saved G4. G4, yeah, damn right. I would name it the BS fault. Black Shaggy fault.
Well, they got Black Hokage, though. He's cool.
No, he ain't Black Shaggy, though.
He's cool.
He ain't Black Shaggy. See, even he knew. Look at that face. He know damn.
He knew.
Black Shaggy.
We absolutely do. But it'll always be...
Oh, I like just watching his reaction on the side here.
It's like, yeah.
And controlled for the...
Look at this fool. This fool clapping. We all about to go on the breadline.
variables. Adam will read a script.
Adam will read a script that I wrote or that somebody else wrote, and we all read the thing. We all contribute. I know. So she was sensitive that she wasn't playing the games that she was reviewing, and that's kind of this is why I say that corporatized reviewing process or corporatized televised gaming stuff doesn't fly. You can't have, a team of people and then have somebody else read the script, right? That doesn't work. People don't want my review of a game that I didn't play. Right? This is why I'm still pissed that it went out a long time ago that I had reviewed a movie that I never reviewed. I never reviewed Black Panther. I never saw Black Panther, and I never reviewed it either. So I'm still kind of triggered by that one, because that's how they kill your credibility. That's how they do it. So this is really sad for everybody, like, Gerard and all these people.
I don't even know where to start.
Saints Row is no longer the only brand to die twice this year. Peace. That's the thing. Black Shaggy would have made it so successful. They would have had G4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8.
Yeah, we can look at that G4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 27.
I don't know. Yeah, saw this coming a year in advance. It's a Gundam. Well, I didn't think that it would die completely. Like, I didn't think it would die out so quickly. But once they did the feminism in gaming rant, that was what kind of I knew, oh, they're desperate. They're desperate. I think this was a publicity stunt, and this has been deleted. I think Vera Dark went, tweeted about that, and I think that, I don't know if Bounding picked up her tweet about it, but
I can see you.
But I think that this was a publicity stunt just to get a last little bit of traction out of it in January. I think that they knew this wasn't going anywhere really quickly because that's not how YouTube's algorithm works. And with all the backing and all the support and all the stuff, I think that this was a publicity stunt. That's my final word on it. And I am gonna just throw my end card. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna probably talk a little bit more about the rest of the gaming stuff. What was it? Amaranth and every other thing. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!